Hey guys, Evans with Z111 here today bringing you a video on Warframe because Ivara came out in update 18 and of course she was enabled for PvP, and she is one of the more technically viable Warframes to play in PvP. I think if you can master her, then your potential is going to be incredible, and the great thing about it is she has a devastating ultimate ability too that people who aren't willing to use her technical elements are going to be able to use and able to make use of. So I've used a lot of weapons that I guess complement Ivara and her skills, all of which have travel time and projectile speed, which, well, I'm just chasing this guy and it's like he doesn't even know I'm here. Okay, that didn't work, so if I can switch to Cold Star, then just, there we go, okay, finally got the tap. But what I want to be doing is ideally collecting energy so I can show off her skills. She does have a different skill set to what is in I guess the main game, so I will need to describe those, and don't go thinking she's exactly the same, because if that was the case she'd be kind of broken. So her first ability selects from a selection of arrows. You get the null shield arrow, which I believe makes, it doesn't actually reduce enemy shields, I think it just makes the enemy take more damage if I'm correct. Encumbered arrow slows the enemy down if you're going after, I guess, kills with IQ. It could synergize kind of well. In fact, let's try this. Okay, this guy is slowed down, but he's just going to kill me with crack. Never mind. That's exactly what I mean though about having to play technically and play well if you want to master Ivara. Like, in concept that works. Slow the enemy down, then you can one-shot them with a IQ, and you don't even need to switch weapon because the IQ will fire the arrow for you. So it's a kind of synergy that works well in theory, but you just need to pull it off really well, and that's the issue. Unfortunately, there's no zip line, which would be really cool. I would absolutely love that. But you do have the cloak arrow, which generates a very, very small field, unfortunately. And hello, are you just gonna, thank you very much. It generates a very small field, so I suppose if you're capturing the objective, it makes it easy. Is this guy unbeknownst to my presence? It doesn't like you have innate punch through. I think it might do. Can I? Oh, damn it. I managed to get the shot. I have increased fire rate when in the air. Oh, that was nice. That felt very satisfying. And there we go. Even managed to return the Cephalon. But I'm actually going to try and use it now. Yeah, the enemy won't know where you are, so it will give you a chance to... Oh, darn it. He did the smart thing and ran in. Oops, I nearly dropped the mic there. He did the smart thing, ran in and tried to melee strike me, which worked. Because as you can see, the bubble is small, and they know you're within that bubble somewhere. If you leave it, they will see you. So all they really need to do is use AoE of any kind. It could be in their weapon, it could be in their frame, it could be in their... Well, I guess the melee strikes their AoE to an extent. And then they've got the kill. They could just, if they have, say, a Snowball crack, they could just fire within the bubble and they're pretty much guaranteed to get the kill. But instead of using my ultimate ability like I really want to, instead what I'm going to do is show you her second ability, because I'm still yet to use this effectively in Host Migration, my favourite. I'm yet to use her second ability effectively in player versus player, but what it does is, in the main game anyway, you use energy to fire an arrow or projectile of any kind. It works for any projectile supposedly, like the Ogris rocket or even glaives, I'm told. And then her ability allows you to guide the said projectile. I just lost all my energy because of that host migration, so unfortunately it's going to be a while before I can show you that. But the problem is the energy cost is so damn high, and I can see it working with possibly the IQ, which I think I've tried once, but because the speed of the IQ is very, very fast and the projectile moves fast, so it's hard to aim into enemies, but the energy cost is so high as well, it doesn't work in your favour. And okay, this is a problem because the enemy indicators are not showing. In fact, that means I might just take advantage of the situation and run back to base with their Cephalon. Thank you very much. So her third ability, Prowl, is I think more useful than people realise in both the main game and PvP, because it's essentially a get out of jail free card. If you don't know what it does, it makes you invisible for a certain amount of time, and in the main game it makes you pickpocket enemies. Unfortunately I don't think that translates into PvP, so there's no loot to gain from them. But it reduces your movement speed at the cost, and if you sprint or if you fire, it breaks that invisibility. So again, it kind of restricts you to a certain area, which is, I guess, unfortunate if you want to be running and gunning or playing with an actual playstyle, but that's not... Oh shit, these are our enemies. I want to get out of here. But he just cast Overload. I think I'm actually going to switch to the Artemis bow here, because because in tight quarters this is probably devastating. It equips a bow and it costs to fire arrows, but the arrows are very fucking powerful and it fires a lot of arrows. I did just completely drop their Cephalon, but that's because I need to play aggressively right now in order to obtain theirs. So yeah, oopsie, I just wasted a shot there. It fires a lot of arrows. If you click fire it, then it will fire them vertically. If you hold fire, it will fire them horizontally. But as long as 2 or 3 of these arrows connect, you're going to get a kill. They're very powerful. I would say between Daiku and Kernof's strength in ways of damage, they do damage shields more than health from what I've seen. So can I... oh damn it, I thought I was going to get a cheeky shot on this guy. But I will not. Oh my god, I am sucking. I flicked in the last moment. There we go. So even from long range actually, this can net you kills, and I would say it is ideal at short to mid range, but it definitely isn't unusable at long range, especially if the enemy has already been damaged somewhat, even if it's only slightly. Our Cephalon is now returned, so I'll go back on the offensive, especially seeing as I have the energy to make use of the Artemis bow. But the problem, in fact this is like a very trivial problem. The only problem with the Artemis bow is because it's so powerful, it makes her other abilities pretty redundant in that if you use those other abilities, no matter how well you're using them, you could be... are you just... I think he's AFK, so I'm gonna leave him. You could be using the Artemis bow, like, because of the way energy works now, and that the longer, like, even if you don't use it... oh damn. Can I... oh no! Did you see that arrow clip through his head? I have no idea how that didn't get the kill, but if you don't use energy, you're not wasting it basically, because it builds up across multiple lives, and I think that's a feature that's either going to get reverted or changed over time, but as it is right now, just not using Artemis bow is a terrible idea, because as you can see, it's easy kills. The amount of kills I've gotten since I stopped showing her other abilities and started using this, it's just multiplied dramatically. I swear there were people here. This guy is not AFK anymore, so I will not feel so bad for killing him. That arrow just hit for 200. It is ridiculous, and it's not even costing me that much. I think the energy flux modifier is on right now, which means you get more energy, and I think energy efficiency is tweaked so it doesn't cost as much. But you can imagine, even in a game where energy is obtainable at a normal rate, that Artemis bow is just incredibly powerful. So now that I've shown it, I nearly fired early then thinking it was the Artemis bow, and if he just stays there and keeps firing with later on, then he's dead. Oh no, my aim. Come on. Alright, 3-2. Oh, I so had that. I had like 2 shots on target there, but then fucked it up. Can I... oh, that was nearly a collateral. A collateral in... I've actually had a collateral in Warframe before, and funnily enough it was in a PvP video. Right, can I... the enemy seems to be doing a very nice job of staying still for me in this video. I really do want to... in fact, I'm going to... just to show you... damn it. I was going to show you how effective the Artemis bow could be versus the Daiku just by switching to it there and netting a sweet double kill. You know what? Let's try and make use of the guided arrow ability. If I... oh, you see what I mean? It is so fast, and like especially with Daiku, and I don't think you're going to be using that very efficiently. I'll try and show it with the Coalstar or even the Glaive just in the remaining minute I have, so that you get a look at how effective it can be potentially. So if I switch to the Coalstar, and is that an enemy? I think it might be. I have no idea where the enemy is actually right now. Okay, there's an enemy up there, so let's try and do this again. Let's switch to this, and then even if my shot is off target, oh shit, it goes so fast. It is so... okay. Oh, that was very close. I do want to hold to my word though and make use of Navigator with the Glaive, so let's fire this. Let's throw the Glaive, and I've got the Artemis bow equipped, so that doesn't work. If I throw the Glaive, then... oh my god, that's cool. That is cool. You can also adjust for speed, but it's very hard. It's very technical, that ability. Oh, it looks awesome with the Glaive. I didn't realise it would work quite like that, but that is really cool. And if I get a tiny bit of energy, then I can show it with the Coalstar as well, which I think this might be enough. And then I fire with the Coalstar, and yeah, the speed is much more manageable, and you can adjust it So maybe it's not as bad as I thought, but look at that energy cost, look at how fast that was draining, that's ridiculous. But yeah, let me know what you think of Ivara in Warframe PvP. I think she's a really cool Warframe, especially compared to some of the previous ones. And I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts. 2 mods, I've never seen that before. Until next time, this is me, Evans with Z111. Please rating if you enjoyed the video, and this is me out. Peace.